Hey guys, what's up? It's Good King 205 here. I know it's been a while, hasn't it? I've got my webcam, temporarily set up. This isn't a final location for it, but as you can see on screen here, today is October 28th, the release day of Age of Empires 4, and the Age of Empires franchise is a very special franchise to me. It was one of the very first games that I ever played. I remember playing Age of Empires 2 on my dad's laptop when I was like 6 years old. And it's the game that got me into video games, specifically RTS games. Since then, it got me into playing games like Warcraft, StarCraft. Um, there was another really, really big one that I'm blanking on the name now. But yeah, no. Age of Empires 2 and then Age of Empires 3 were a huge part of my childhood. And as you can see, I've played a lot of Age of Empires games. So, this is my first reaction. I only booted it up to make sure that it was running and that I didn't have frame drops. But I haven't seen anything else. So let's do this. Good old Relic Entertainment. You guys are doing God's work and bringing back the Age franchise. Same for you, World's Edge. Love what you guys have done. Kind of disappointed that there's not like an intro cutscene. That's a little disappointing. That's something that all the other Age of Empires games have done. And if you guys want to see me do other Age of Empires games, feel free to put down in the comments. I've got Age of Empires 3, the original and the definitive edition. Same for, I've got Age of Empires 2, HD edition, and the definitive edition with the expansions. So if you want to see me do more of those, just let me know. And you know what, that's alright. You guys can see the camera in shot. It's not super professional, but I'm still trying to get the, everything set up for recording in my new house. All right, accessibility, narration off, visibility, subtitles. I'll keep those on, just because I like having subtitles. Strong contrast mode now. Okay, brightness until it's just visible. Yeah, 50's good. Yeah, that'll be good. Oh, maybe they do have a cutscene. Ah, they do.
Driven from their homes by armed invaders, a few hardy refugees faced the prospect of starting again.
Interesting. Okay.
They would found a new village deep in the countryside.
Oh, so this is how they get right into the tutorial. Okay.
With a new settlement established, the first priority was locating a reliable food source.
Right.
The
so
simplest source
bushies.
was gathering from nature.
I don't like that I can't use the WASD keys. In other Age of Empires games, I can use the WASD keys, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay. So far, I mean, it's standard Age of Empires. You get your town center, gather supplies, simple shit. I'm liking the visual aesthetic. I like, it kind of looks like it's like a painting. I kind of like that. I like the visual aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know how to gather additional 50 food. There we go. Alright, what's our second
With a
objective?
healthy supply of food, the village could start to grow.
I'm assuming
To
train
do
another villager,
so,
yep.
it would need more hands to share the work.
Produce 5 villagers, okay. So that's the population cap.
Wait,
Gather food, you stupid fuck. I will say the controls are nice and fluid. Like, they're very snappy. Right, get another... I guess I can... I've got food. So I need 4 more villagers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so that's how you do the idle villagers now. Okay. Man, RTS games are such an underutilized genre these days. They really are. And we've got our next and last villager.
Yaru.
Yep, last villager being trained.
Hera. Anrad. Gatway.
I'm interested to see what time zone this is located in.
Gatway off. Yes, sir.
The new workforce could now turn to the growing village's needs.
Interesting. Good
First, they would build a mill near their food source, so villagers could drop off gathered berries more easily.
Interesting. So,
Work ending.
oh, that's interesting. Ooh, I like that.
Gatry ending.
That's a cool, like, outline. I like that.
Next, the growing village would need wood to build with.
No! It does not need wood. I don't know what you're talking about. We'll gather these trees. So the mills act completely different now. I mean, they act very similar to, like, Age of Empires 2, where, you know, like, they're a supply drop-off, instead of, like, in Age of Empires 3, where they were, like, an actual... You would get food from the mills. That's a kind of a weird animation, I'm not gonna lie. But I like it at the same time. I do like it at the same time. It's just gonna take some getting used to, and I'm gonna draw a lot of comparisons to like Age of Empires 2 and 3, as I think a lot of people will. Sweet. Alright, what's my next objective?
The growing community now had a steady supply of lumber.
Damn right we did.
To make wood collection easier, villagers could erect a lumber camp near the forest.
Okay, so it's gonna act very similar to... It's gonna act very similar to, like, Age of Empires 2 system. Okay. That's alright. I like that. I like that. So, am I the British? Yeah, I am the British, aren't I?
Thanks to the camp, villagers no longer needed to travel as far to drop off lumber.
Yeah, it's a lumber.
The village
yeah,
now
yeah.
required additional houses to support its growing population.
Let's build a house. Put you back on putting that. How many houses? Oh, 3 houses? Oh.
Working day. Huh?
Yaru, work end day. The wearer.
I want 2 of you.
Work out.
That works too.
She went day.
Alright, you guys go back together in wood now.
With additional housing in place, even more villagers could join the workforce. But a populous village would soon exhaust the natural food sources. To grow, the community needed dedicated farms.
Now let's get some villagers. Let's get
Yeah.
let's see yeah, that should be good.
Yellow.
Okay, yeah, so it's gonna act exactly like the controls from Age of Empires 2. I like this. Okay, I'm good with this. I do like the snapping. That's also, I like that. That's cool. We'll build you
Working day.
here.
Huh? Working day.
And we'll do that. This is interesting. I like this.
Woodsmen and farmers now kept the village well supplied.
Huh? Yeah.
What if I don't want to?
Further growth required knowing the countryside and finding more resources. For that, communities employed scouts.
Working day.
Oh, so you create scouts from the town center now. Interesting.
Yaru. Wudu. Huh? You sent me
Put
in.
you guys
Oliver.
this. Alright, Scout, let's do this.
Able to move quickly and see great distances, scouts were key to discovering new resources. The most important thing for a scout to locate was a ready source of gold.
Found one.
Kuthlich.
Wow, they've really changed that, haven't they?
To prevent having to haul ore large distances, expanding communities would establish a mining camp near the source of gold.
I do like the snapping mechanic. I do think that's a really cool mechanic. Although I will say I also don't necessarily like it at the same time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alright, you three, you're gonna be my miners. Sweet.
A well-placed camp ensured efficient gold mining.
Gather 50 gold, sure thing. This reminds me of something right out of Rust, you know? Also, those are weird pickaxes. Like, I don't know if you can see that. Those don't look like pickaxes, though.
Reader.
Alright.
Gandhi.
Go,
With a good
go
supply
explore.
of gold, the village was becoming a large town.
The feudal age.
The signpost of this growth would be the construction of a large landmark.
Yaru. Yaherende.
Have to build a landmark?
Yaru.
Yes, sir.
Interesting. That's
Working day.
odd, but okay. Interesting. Strange mechanic, but you know what? I'm okay with it. It adds something new to the game. You know, I'm not gonna bash it too hard because I literally just started playing the game, but these guys are doing their job. Let's get some more villagers, because let's get 5 more villagers, because why the hell not? This is an interesting way of doing the aging up. I kind of like it though. I like it. I do like it. It's cool.
With the landmark in place, the once sleepy village announced itself as a thriving feudal township. The townsfolk had been driven from their homes before, however. This time, they would defend themselves.
Sorry, what now?
Vera Dawn.
Estes comende.
The first step would be constructing a barracks for infantry.
Move you right over here.
And you work it.
I will have you be a lumber person. And same for you, I'll have you be a lumber person as well. I'll have 2 of you be lumber people.
What's her face?
And then I will send you up to be a miner.
Vera you werta.
Alright, let's do this.
Once it had a barracks, the town could establish a standing force of soldiers. Simple infantrymen armed with
Spearmen,
spears
okay.
were a common choice for these militias.
Alright, so I can train 5 at the moment.
Yes, sir.
What's up, dude?
Ich eom gande. Yarwe.
He looks so stupid.
Yes, sir. Hurra.
What's up, you guys?
Yarwe. Garwigan. Awendende steala. Garwigan.
There we go. That will get me to 5
Yes, sir.
spearmen. I know I can make more barracks, but you know what? Screw it.
Yarwe.
What I am going to do as well is
What's
I'm
our
going
fate,
to set up another
Need your
lumber camp
worker.
right here, so we can get wood faster. What do I get? 8.
Garwigan.
Ich eom jeseli.
Yarwe. Garwigan. Asetas.
The town now had a militia and could look to reclaim the lands lost to invasion.
Fuck 'em up!
The invaders had blocked the road north with a stout palisade. Although spears were of little use against these walls, the militia could burn down the obstacle with torches.
Don't fuck 'em up, boys. Ooh, I like the sound of like multiple people running. Nice little attention to detail there. Burn it down, boys. I love the battle cries. That's super cool. Fuck 'em up, boys.
With the road open, the militia could now reclaim their lands in the north. First, the spearmen had to deal with a lone sentry.
Undestrelum! Mit me! Kommen ohne! Ich lieb dir!
Advancing aggressively, the militia eliminated the enemy sentry.
Let's
The
go get it.
invaders had a small cavalry camp guarding the road, but the militia was ready to attack.
Take it down, boys. Destroy
Spears were
it.
highly effective against cavalry, allowing the militia to win the day. All that remained was to destroy the invaders' stables.
Technically, aren't we the invaders? Technically, we're the invaders, right? Because, yeah. Oh, so they do have status effects. Interesting, okay.
The invaders' cavalry post was destroyed, but other enemy positions awaited further up the road. Hostile archers defended the next camp, which would put spearmen at a disadvantage.
I like that. I really like that. The fact that it burns them down.
The township needed cavalry of its own to deal with this, and so would need to build stables. To deploy that cavalry quickly, the town needed to build their stables near the front lines.
Go do there, because why not?
Each one!
Fortunately, friendly villagers came out of hiding and joined the effort.
Okay, they know. Efterlända Kutlich. Yarwa Iowala. That Shula Beutilla. Yes, sir. Where's the Wala? Trimmen Gun.
Alright, let's get this, guys. I really like that. The ability to just burn shit down. It's so cool.
There, a dog.
With stables in place, the town could field horsemen of its own.
Fuck it! Burn it down, boys! Burn them down, boys! Let's go! Let's fuck them up! Ah, man, I gotta build another
And your
house.
worker. Each timber theos. What's their faith, eh?
Yep.
Yes, stealth end, eh?
Garu upa. Each win. Aknawa.
What's this building up here doing?
Come on.
Alright, Spearman, head back down and regroup with these guys.
The town now had a rapid light cavalry, skilled at harassing slower targets, such as archers.
Fuck them up, boys! This is good. Burn it down!
The cavalry eliminated the enemy archers and moved on to destroying the archery range itself.
I'm way ahead of you, lady.
The invaders' archers and their camp were destroyed. A final enemy emplacement remained, one fortified with palisades and defended by spearmen. To deal with this target, the town would need longbowmen. First, they needed to build archery ranges in the area regained from the invaders.
Enemy villagers. Yeah, okay.
Once more, friendly villagers arrived to help.
Each timber theos. That's Shule Mayo. And your worker. Each a worker. Yes, sir. West Suhala.
There we go. You three all build your own. You three head back to the village.
With several archery ranges in place, the town could add longbowmen to its forces.
And you work for it, they know. Each timber theos.
Build a couple of houses.
Each a worker. Game day,
There you go.
taker.
Yeah, spearmen are slow.
Hestes commende. Eat your worker.
Alrighty, build another house then.
Eat your willer, hew away.
A strong force of archers could eliminate enemy spearmen at a distance, so long as they took the proper position.
Ah, that's a neat mechanic. So I will send the rest of my guys to advance. Advance and get into position, boys.
Poised on a cliff top, the longbowman would be protected from an infantry charge.
The arrows will block out the sun, boys. Take him down, guys.
The last of the invaders fell to the resurgent homegrown population. Now that their lands were free of enemies, the town could take the next step in its growth and become a powerful medieval city. Here, too, the erection of a great landmark would be the signpost of this growth.
This is an interesting way of doing the leveling, like the aging up, but I like it. I do like it. It's an interesting way of doing it. Also, I apologize if I sound a little off. I'm not exactly feeling the... I'm not feeling 100% right now today. Burn it all down, boys!
Where a few lowly refugees had founded a small village, now rose a mighty city.
Damn right they
From
did.
there would grow an empire.
Oh, she said it. The name of the game. Very nice. Well, that's the tutorial done. Let's actually get into some of the... I'm going to do one of the campaigns here. These are going to be longer episodes. Oh, the music! Ha ha ha! I think I can figure out how to rework a main menu. (1066) Hastings. William of Normandy set out to wrest the kingdom of England from his Anglo-Saxon rival. Only one can be king. Let's do easy mode. You know, I wanna progress through the story. The Norman Conquest. I'll likely do 2 of these per video.
Some events leave a deep mark on history, but none on the land.
Ooh.
This is the
Real
site
world
of the Battle of
footage.
Hastings.
Interesting.
After almost 1,000 years, no traces of the bloody conflict can be seen.
Wow.
But here, the fate of England turned. It's where a king was killed, and his victor claimed the throne.
Conquest.
October 14th,
Stupid fucking crow.
1066. We know what happened here on this day, thanks to this. The Bayeux Tapestry. A carefully preserved, illustrated record of events. It shows the main players.
The main
Harold,
players.
the newly crowned Anglo-Saxon
King
of
Harold.
England, and his challenger,
The
William,
Duke of Normandy.
Duke of Normandy. William claimed the previous king had promised him the crown. So, he assembled an army and prepared to sail to England to fight King Harold for the throne.
Interesting. I like these
Storm
cinematics.
thwarted his plans. Meanwhile, Harold discovered that a Viking invasion had landed in the north. Another threat to his crown. So he raced to fight them. In France, William waited for the right conditions to sail across the Channel to England.
Interesting.
The weather cleared. He seized his chance. "250 miles north, Harold had defeated the Vikings. Now, hearing of William's arrival, his army sped south. At 9 o'clock in the morning, on this hill, William's Norman army were ready to do battle with Harold's Anglo-Saxon men. The stage was set, and up for grabs, England itself.
The Battle of Hastings. Let's do it. Those are some cool cutscenes. I like that. I like how it mixes, you know, like game overlays and stuff like that while actually adding like real life elements to it, like live action. That's really cool.